Have you ever heard Christians say we ought not be involved in politics, we just ought to be involved in evangelism? Hi, I'm Frank Turek, co-author of I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist and author of Correct, Not Politically Correct. If you've thought that, or maybe you've heard somebody say that, or maybe you've said it yourself that we ought not be involved in politics, we just ought to be involved in evangelism, I want you to rethink it. Here's why. Of course, evangelism is important. But if you think evangelism, worship, and discipleship are important, then you have to think politics are important. Why? Because politics affects evangelism, worship, and discipleship. If you don't think so, go to some of the countries I've been to. I've been to Iran. I've been to Saudi Arabia. I've been to China. You can't do what churches do in the United States of America in those countries. Why? Because politically they've ruled it out. And if Christians don't wake up, our government is going to start taking away our own religious freedoms. If for no other reason you ought to be involved in politics, you ought to be involved in politics to protect your ability to preach the gospel, to worship freely, to disciple others, to make this a better world, not just for Christians, but for all people. You have to be involved in politics if you want to be a good citizen. Not only a good citizen of the United States, but a good citizen of God's kingdom. So get involved. Get off your fannies and get involved. It is important. Oh, there's one more thing. If you're a pastor and you're worried about getting involved in politics because of your tax-exempt status, a couple things. Number one, you can do a lot more from the pulpit, even under IRS regulations, than you think you can. And number two, if you're concerned about your tax-exempt status, remember this. You're called to be salt and light, not tax-exempt.